Hello everybody and welcome to another Ace Attorney stream. We're currently on episode 3 and on day 2 of investigation. My goal this stream is to get to the end of episode 3, so let's get into it so it doesn't take so long, I guess. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Alright, then there's no point in hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's go to those studios pronto. Okay, let's just go then. I was looking for just more stuff to read, I guess. October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. No one's here. Right, now that we have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look. She left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. I don't know, it sounds like you were going to eat them. Is there anything else on the computer? The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Okay. I think that I don't see anything new here. Let's get to the employee area. October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's the assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh. Oh ho ho. Don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh ho ho. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork, some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Check out this handiwork. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems, I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kinda sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip off the grade off? Really, Nick, can I? Whoa, she's serious. Uh-oh. To be fair, I feel like we're gonna have to talk to him and see if he saw anything, so might as well rip it off now. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. To be fair, it was just cardboard. I feel like the kid could have pushed past it too, so he was getting in anyway. The drain gate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Hmm. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo old Tokyo castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? eh, some people use it just to commute. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone in one of the plates minus the steak. Okay. Oh, that's... Okay. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in the film studio? Okay. Move. Let's check out the dressing room again. October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer is planning on doing then. Huh? She's got a point. There's some regular suits among the costumes here. I feel like we looked at pretty much everything. Supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Okay. Don't think there's anything new. So let's go back to the front. Oh, hello. Oh, huh. You look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates of the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Winbeck's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder? Oh, sorry. I was in the prop stage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Hey, let's keep moving. October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. It looks like that Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion of today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Okay. Um, anything here that's different? Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Okay. Let's keep moving, I guess. Let's go to Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Crash. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't have... Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Here, I want to look around first. One closer inspection. This trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think it's part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. There's some flowers over here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Looks bent. Doesn't look like I can look into it further, though. Ah, I can slide. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. Okay. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it run fine. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. There's Big 2 painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2. Probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. Okay, let's go back to the main gate then. Okay, can't ask you for it. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key to the trailer. Maybe next time. Okay. Guess we can't get the key just yet. Let's go to Studio 1 then. October 18th, Studio 1. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Sigh. Doesn't... I don't know. Outlined reject. The magistrate. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Move. I feel like I need to get that key somehow. Present. No. Examine. Overhead map of the studio right from here is the play area. Yeah. I don't think there's any. Okay, I'm a little bit stuck now, I feel. 'Cause I have no idea where that key is. Oh, too bad I sold it. Okay. I think there's anything here that I haven't really looked at. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I need to talk to her somehow, but I can't. Hmm. Let's just go back to Studio 2 for now. Okay. No. Slide. Examine. Trailer door. It's locked. Key's probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'll let us borrow it. I don't get it. Move. Just have to keep. Wow, they give lawyer one of those key cards? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict with those key cards here. Guess they're pretty good at keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Not really sure. Okay. Say, you work on the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Card. Don't understand why I can't ask her. Hmm. Okay. Examine. Okay. Guess I'll just keep looking at stuff for now. Hey, we're not thieves. But we did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. What the fuck? Who are J0's Joe Dudes Lamau? Oh, finally, somebody else. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Sal Manella? I make the late show of the Steel Samurai mine. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry, you look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Rolf. What, what is it? You know, on a closer inspection, yeah, hot, hot, hot. Slop. Ugh, gross. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? 'Cause your costume rocks drill. Ugh. Rock stores. What? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun pan. Oh my god. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Rolflamon. But Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it just have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Guess we're talking to this creep. Do you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who Jews dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Huh, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. Producer. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean the Vasquez? She's a genius, mad skills. All the way scary though, sweats. She bought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the only one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. Who had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon till 4 p.m. the whole time. The bigwigs. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension, sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers, Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I try not to pay much attention to these things that aren't interest me. Lol. Why are you staring at me like that? 'Cause he's a creep, Maya. Stay away from him. I don't really have anything else to talk to him about. So I think I'm gonna just get out of here. Aha! Wait, I thought you were in custody. You again. Eek! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could a sweet little old lady wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. The old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you wouldn't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone whose lips are sealed. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. About that kid you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. Director. About the director and the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Well, so much for not talking. Can I get it now? Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs all the security cameras. Hey, no touching. Guess it investigate later. Alright. I guess the only thing to do is keep moving. Anything else? No, nothing in Studio 1. Anything new in Studio 2? Doesn't look like it. I don't know. I have a feeling she's not going to respond well to anything I show her now. Okay. We talked, yeah. Okay, back to the employee area, I guess. Hey! Hey, wait. I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, kiddo, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. Maya, you're 17, you're not quite an adult. Sorry to burst your bubble. I don't see any adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Alright. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. Ha, ha, you can't fool me. Okay then, what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha, easy. Like some fries with that. Not bad, kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? What happened? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Empty bottle slipped into pocket. Empty bottle found on table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Maybe our guy was drugged. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Anything else in the drawer? I'm gonna present these sleeping pills to him. Okay. Okay. Leaving now, you creep. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey! Nick? That was her. Stop, whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Okay, let's get that key now. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key slipped into pocket. The key tag reads Studio 2 trailer. Okay. I want to check if they're in Studio 1 first. Nope. Okay. Let's just keep moving towards Studio 2 then. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Trailer time. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Eek! Somebody's in here. Someone's in here. Names. We're names? We're WP's lawyers, and I see. And you? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Okay, well, let's talk to her. Day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. Okay, the Steel Samurai? We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. What? Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Sniff. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Vasquez memo added to the court record. Okay. Well, might as well examine the place. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. I can believe they spend a lot of money on the sets. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Okay. Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurais think about chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was the very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Okay. I guess that's it in here. Guess we have to go back to stupid Sal. Employee area. Dressing room. Memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Okay. Well, here you go. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Oh. My ass is pawned if I don't find it, Shakes. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Man. Looks like somebody was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap. Okay. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window that much. It is kind of dusty outside. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. I must give these to them, please. Hey, Nick! What now? The snacks. There was twice as much here before. I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway. She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welled in her eyes. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. To be fair, some wigs are very, like, they're very recognizable. Like, just take anime wigs, for example. All of those are, like, super recognizable. Well, not all of them, but most of them are very recognizable between each other. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here, Nick. Let's see. Is this the script? Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. The director? Hey, Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script placed into pocket. Okay. Let's go back to Studio 2. Wait, I can just move now. There we go. No, I need to give it to her first. Okay. Here, we found it, your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on, what's the big idea? Who do you think you are, anyway, and do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know, there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and some people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Not interested. Blocked path. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind. All the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 p.m. Or 3 o'clock. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio One. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait. What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 p.m. and 4 p.m. Mr. Monkey's head added to the court record. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Sounds good, I guess. Office. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Now what? We're finished. Out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early to give up. For giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks, now I'm more worried than I was before. Okay, back to the studio. October 18th, Global Studios, main gate. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff. What's wrong? Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff. Wait, whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time? Huff, puff, when... I could catch him. I huff. Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. Huff puff, I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? What's this about a hostage? Huff, huff. When that boy was running away, he dropped this, and ran. Huff, huff. He'll come back, huff, huff, for this one. It's kinda hard to understand her with all this huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. Missile bag, might I? No! I'm catching that brat. It's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything that you might trade with her? A trade, I wonder. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll huff. Lay him flat, huff puff. My, what a violent old lady. Director. Actually, I met with the director just now. Huh? My heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. Okay. You know, let's go to Studio 1 and see if we can find anything for her. Examine. Panel reflecting light. Perfectly normal stepladder. Collection of expensive equipment. Okay. Strange backdrop. Outlined. Guess there's nothing here. Maybe I already have something for her? You want the spear? Huff. Oh my god. I don't know. Guess I'll just keep looking around for now. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody's Hackins. I think you ran into the dressing room. Dressing room it is. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it, he's getting away. Come back! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Well, he obviously has a bit of a crush on Mia then. Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Alright. Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai is so cool, I think he's the bomb. Huh? What would a lamer like you know about Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. I thought you said you weren't a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like he's a bit of persuasion's next. Maybe a bribe. Yeah, I know he needs a bribe. I just don't... I need to find something for Old Bag. I don't think anything's different here. Mm. The hell? Okay. Samurai musical set in ancient Japan. So samurai musical? Is that even a genre? Well, I'm impressed. You know your stuff, Mia. Oh, mine's the real fan. I just picked the little up. Okay. I don't know where to look. I might go to the detention center since I haven't really been there yet. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Okay, nothing there. Then, oh, yeah, she's kind of useless right now. Guard station, missile bag, must like junk food. There's mountain on the desk over there. Main gate entrance. Probably have police officer on patrol out there. Well, they said the studio that he died in. I'm just confused because I don't see anything here. Feels like I've kind of looked at everything too. Classic director's chair. I'm surprised they don't have an extra large one for Mr. Manila. Well, that's a little bit rude. Where did everyone go anyway? Really want to take a break, but I have work to do. Still, it's sad to see so many empty benches. Kinda like if you threw a party and no one came. That's the security camera that automatically takes pictures of people here. It took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai, the other was a grade school boy. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. This path that goes to Studio 2, the mascot head fell right on the path on the day of the murder. The path's been completely blocked between 2 and 4. I see. There's a clock and a speaker in the monkey's head. It would be usually tell the time by uking. The clock stopped at 2:15 now. Welcome. I wonder if the murder will make this place famous too. Tell me something. Director now. Okay. I'd like to go to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Wanted to visit the studio where he died. Well, I can take you there. I just don't know what you want. Oh, I see. Hey, that, Huff. That's a card, Huff. Studio 1? Right, a card keys to Studio 1. Huff Puff, I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit Huff. He died. Phew. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf, Huff Huff. You'll let me borrow it then. If I give her the key card, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Well, we already were there and there just wasn't really anything, so. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Keycard lent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You can take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Steel Samurai trading card added to court record. A trading card? Apparently these are really popular with kids these days. Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Alright. We're going the opposite way towards the kid. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, you're, huh? Oh, huh? You are, you, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But that's my card, my offering. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumerist society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for grown up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in schools these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare. You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! For grown up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay. Where am I gonna find a premium rare card? Oh. The drain where the fanboy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Let's see, normal, okay. Look at this, spaghetti in a soda can. Spaghetti? Wouldn't just the sauce come out and the noodles all stay stuck inside? Best when slammed. I guess they want you to drink it in one gulp. Slamming spaghetti? Right. Window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room is not locked. This is where Cody ran. Let's go in and see if we can talk to. Oh, we need to get that ultra rare premium card. Oh wait, I moved the wrong way. Oh, oops. Can only go to Studio 2 now. Trailer. Oh, nice. Oh, hey. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? No, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay. Whatever you say. fanboy. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, you saw him. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened. After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why do I get a feeling something's being covered up here? Can I present you the card, maybe? Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's the Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait! Wait! That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. To trade with you? Yes, trading cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultimate rare premium card. Perfect. Trade me a, huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everyone getting so excited? Trade! You need that card. Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Ultra rare premium card. An ultra rare premium card, Steel Samurai collectible card, very valuable. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Employee area. Dressing room. Alright, here you go, buddy. See this card? Yeah, so... Wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, anyway, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. Ultra rare premium card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Have the kid take the stand. Okay, anyway. Okay. So you like the Steel Samurai. He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Fighting skills. Gotta think of something. Like when he vanishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out. It's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. the stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow, isn't it? I got 'em all, I never miss one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's really very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai. Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Path to Glory received. What's with people always giving stuff to Mio? What a life. What happened? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us for great wait, you have to help us fight for great justice too. I I saw I saw everything. Well, well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. What you saw? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost, though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio after that. What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used the samurai spear just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see, it must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only other person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. Oh no. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got to rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah! That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going now. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Miss Powers is innocent? Yeah? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great, thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. Should just my positioning. Alright. Day 3 trial. October 19th, 9:42 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing, heh. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to my attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there are other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Not Sal. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new brothel. Salmonella. I'm a director television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took me a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you weren't in the meeting at the time. You were in the meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Sound unsure about it. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole time. The whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? No, just us 4. How many chapters are left? I'm not sure how many chapters are in the first game of the trilogy. Here, let me check. Chapters. Let's see. Two, three, four. Okay, there are 5 chapters. Seem. Oh wait. No, that's an investigation thing. Never mind. Ah, here we go. Split into 4 episodes. And we're on episode 3. So there should be one more episode after this. At least it seems like it from what I'm seeing. Oh, there might be an extra 5th one though. So we're either on chapter 3 out of 4 or chapter 3 out of 5. Or episode, I guess. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through scene. Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led me missing my lunch. Rolling on the floor, starving? I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the studio trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? A little vague? Actually, there is something bothering me. Just now you said steak at least? So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off from starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story on our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting. You didn't take a single break? Or, well, yeah, not one. Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait, for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix. If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Right. Okay. Is that when you always come to work? Oh no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was... He was sweating during this one. Is there anything I can present? Walk the path to the scene of the crime. 2:15 and 4. No, I don't think it's that. 9. You know what? I might as well. Yeah, I didn't figure. I was at the studio for... just keep pressing for a bit. Play area, that's right. Find a scene. Is anyone else run through? Security lady. Cheering on hammer. Else, no, just us 4. Tuckle. Twist the ankle. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Okay, I didn't question that one. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the play area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. So I ended up skipping lunch. I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the play area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So what exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. Here, wolfed it down. Wait a second. If they all took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Discussing. Okay. Single break. Well. Yeah, not one. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess I did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Irk? Hehehe. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, Grovel. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 and base 12. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Roughly, we took a break. 15. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1. Why is that? That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Okay. I have to say, you look like a guy who's getting through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take time for my food eating that kind of food, lol. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh great, is that all? Take this break? Say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Let's see. Okay. Go there. I don't think this is gonna do it, but might as well try. Dang it. I already questioned, like, all of this. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short term and useful. All I have to do is prove he was... Go to Studio One in that time. That doesn't really help. Don't know. Dragging his leg. Mm. Took a break. Mm. Probably no. Your Honor, no. Dang it! What am I supposed to do here? Hmm. Aha! There we go. Just need to question things in the right order, I guess. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Hmm. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to studio? Yes. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk tisk tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew from 2:15 to 4 the path between the studios was blocked. Miss Monkey's head was fallen. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey's head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe you have seen enough evidence. I'd like to relieve Vanilla from what? It's over? Very well, the court's opinions on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the studio, 2 on the day of the murder. However, it's clear that none of the people could have gone to Studio 1, therefore no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Miss Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid I would have to find Miss Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Oh man, what are we gonna do? What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that court thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. You. Thanks, Sniff. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you can arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? You just 'cause you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, or you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops, you want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Ed. I preferred a very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this court week. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me everywhere I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera. A new digital camera. Cody carries it through, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify in the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. And then I came out by the studio. There was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! But I had my camera with me. That would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Why didn't you have your camera with you? Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a kid. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Let's see. Through the woods off the path. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? So you go off the path a little, there's woods that's where it was. I see. Anyhow. Going for the studio. Kinda got lost on the way for 30 minutes. Steel Samurai. Totally rocked right before my eyes. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. Okay. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really. Guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. You really like to steal samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. But that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Shell pops, I'm getting into it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time, jeez. For the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Kinda got lost. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out okay. Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened the gate and went inside. I see, what then? Okay. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kind of far away. He's awfully vague. Of course. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Oh wait, I already did this one. Always oh, okay, I see. So I did figure it out. Just real. Oh, whoops. There we go. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you? Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? What? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? The camera is glued to the action and containment. Goes for the bad guy. Kinda wanna... Can I question that? So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No? Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see what happened next. Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. How did he do that? What? How did he do that? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch and a samurai chop and a samurai chop. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. Should I play this? Let's press him harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What's the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw clearly. You know as well as I do he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have been some of the Steel Samurai... Wait. You may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Couldn't watch it. Was watching something else. This? Oh, dang it. I thought that was the time I needed to use that. Darn it. I guess it's the camera probably instead. That's why else wouldn't that evidence thing be there? There we go. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? I got a thing for... You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that is because you wanted to take a picture. And having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, and the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yeah. Anything strange in the testimony? Not sure, but I like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess Steel Samurai is moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held the camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time and I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen, Cody Hackins, I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Oh, wait. Dang it. Pressed the wrong button. Okay. Tab. Now we present this. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow up with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Was them. I got all of them. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Would you keep it for your wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation of the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary? I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix? I think we've finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture of the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo? Blurry, erased by... Steel Samurai didn't win! I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't take the truth. He couldn't handle the truth. Order, order, I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Wow! Cody? That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose the fight, right? Wah, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wah. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim, Steel Samurai was... Steel Samurai is the victim? If you understood what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai. Huh? Order. So the Steel Samurai in this photo, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now, sniff. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we needed. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring and decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Studio 2, that says 2 and not 1. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. That's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate on the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2. I see that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on the day a meeting was held in that very trailer, there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During the break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jackhammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal the Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jackhammer stole the costume. Do I have proof? You know what? I must have. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. This one? This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. Yes, I chose the right one. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, slept the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes? And there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprints. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to consider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Maybe you guys shouldn't be telling Will this. Ho ho, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Sniff. I thought these trials were cut off by the 3rd day. I guess we got a special extension. Because now we're on... Oh, day 3 investigate. Okay, I see. It wasn't really an extension of the day, but just more investigation. And then a trial late into the night, probably. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Yeah, we're almost into the, like, we're far into the evening now. And that was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad, I'm sorry I missed it. But Maya! So what happened? Well, I think we've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What, you mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it was pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers, right? Okay. Go talk to Powers first. Mr. Wright, You did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees and she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight to video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I heard he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he says how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though. I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, and he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he became appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel of Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Interesting. Well, let's head to the studio. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think your guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if you wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems better. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Director Manila. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft to push over, does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Oh, poor old Hammer, you've dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it. Call him a criminal, a thief? I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers costume so he could sneak by me. He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible. Get in play area. Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. I didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Trace is there for of. Plate. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills, how? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make the cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So so the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found in the employee area on the traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, but some think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What about Edgeworth? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened to the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So it was right. Sleeping pill battle acted to the court record. Okay. Let's keep moving then. Oh, hello. There's just everyone's just everywhere. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer, yes? On the day of the murder, he went to the Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do do something like that. Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she'd say, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Last episode. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy? Why aren't they gonna make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Huh? What am I supposed to show her? Oh, I see. Okay. And this is a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. But that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez told him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why would they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what it would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this, Miss Oldbeg? She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Back to Miss Oldbeg. What, you're slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think about Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Well, I need to ask her what happened 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas! Nichols? Nichols? Nick? Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about that accident. It was during filming with Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on somebody's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Powers stole costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had his sleepless nights. Well, then here you go. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, you see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with bad guy on the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Okay. Outside Studio 1. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2, right? But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Vasquez, there you are. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Well, she needs to talk more. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it? Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Director Manila? I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's go to the trailer, I guess. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Looks like they were designing set. Glass frosted. Those seem to be all the same. Anything new in the trash? No. Hmm. Present. Oh, present this. It's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old. She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer? The wind. The what? It's gotten stronger, don't you think, the wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. This feels like a trap. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accent. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? and I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable? Boys! Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Great job, Gumshoe. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez? Alright. This should be it, chat. One more trial left. Final trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van, There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over? I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always like this, Terse? Yes. Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears. There was to be rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it would be between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Steve. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have time to eat a whole T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd say a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Okay. Dragon leg. Crime between 2:15 and 4. Is there anything that contradicts that? 2:15. 4. Wait, what did she... Oh, right, it was like 2 and 5 or something, or 4, between 4 and 5. So that doesn't help me. Those don't help me. She didn't eat. I don't know. Just an accident. Oh man. It's kind of hard. Well, cause it's player. I feel like it has to be that, just because it's the only thing related to food. Where's to steal? Break Sonic. Okay, let's try this. Nice. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I saw you did not. What's this now, Mr. Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Vanilla ate at a table outside the trailer. No bones. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you sane? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use heavy spear as a weapon? Couldn't, could you? Think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Spear itself, it was duct taped. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was the hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Hammer? I think I can. Would I make a claim like that if I wouldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Wait. Look at this photo. What is this? Why is the jackhammer standing on top of the stairs? Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. See, I've always felt like it had to do something with that fence. And now that they've shown that photo and the fence is... that little fence part that was bent was still sticking up, it's like it had to be used again. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at the Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See, the fallen man is in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying it's also very similar to a spear and... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though, whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Hoi hoi. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less? Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I dispose of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I think there's another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands? Which I feel like is why the car was, or the van was evidence now. Why else would they have added it to the court record? For instance, actually for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting, let's hear it then. Mr. Wright? Please show us how she carried the body. It was the van! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued and had Sal take me. There was a van right there. Wait, there was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget it was Sal Manila who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he was! He was like so under her finger and all that. Of course Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. They were just burning everything in the incinerator. What even was the point of the incinerator? Well, Miss Vasquez, Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jackhammer? This is very awkward. Who can say? What do you mean? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to continue the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Okay. I see very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. What is this? You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick. Why did Edgeworth, who knows, probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body. Is he with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body? The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her neck. Right. After finding the body, I was with Sal, Old Beg, and the security lady when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers absent. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Old Beg was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okay. Let's start pressing you on all this. Okay. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer into the costume with Sal Manila's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. But boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Sigh. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and the one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence, dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. It's a murder trial, it's kind of hard to lighten up. Security lady Old Beg was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Old Beg, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera? She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to a hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since they were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. And there must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was murder after all. Wait, what? No, that doesn't make any sense. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to Studio One. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Mr. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I was with Sal and old bagged scary lady when they found the... Okay. Chosen snout. Area. I don't know. What would it have been? Let's see. Maybe Well, we're talking about limping again, so maybe the photo. And then back to when her changed point thing. Back to there we go. Let's do that. There we go. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Oh, I see. Jeez. What? I wasn't paying attention to the names. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, because he came there limping, so she just assumed, like, oh, he got injured. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And then... Oh my god. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is no reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? We need to prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Well... wouldn't it just be the accident? This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for the trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, and no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a consistent source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I have to have evidence somewhere. Okay, allow me to present the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. It's just that. What, like... Pierce Fast Bear, dragging his leg, guide to glove. Murder weapon. Blocked path. Contains. Oh boy. Gotta think on this one. Well, honestly, I just don't know. Do I just do this again? Like... completely lost. Yeah. I can't think of anything. Maybe she just had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in defense. See, that makes sense because she's pretty much, like, saved his career but also completely ruined it afterwards, too. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. I got you. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did it again, chat. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me, why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because, well, he was like this big movie star, right? If I could only... Maybe this? It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, heh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Uh, Nick Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right? I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessarily. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. All right then. Well, I don't think I have control over that, but I guess I'll try. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends as is? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? What? Why do I get a feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. Well, I guess we're not gonna find out what's going on with Phoenix and Edgeworth this time. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh, of course, the Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. What do you mean he gets to play the lead? I thought the Pink Princess was the lead. Is he just playing a girl now? I guess. Mystery for possible future. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. Looks like it's about Edgeworth this time. Interesting. Alright. Well, I've been streaming more than... Well, streaming almost 4 hours now, and I usually only do 3, so... I guess this is the end of the stream now, and I hope you'll join next time. And hope you enjoyed the stream as well. And just a reminder, I upload all my VODs to YouTube, so if you missed any of the previous Ace Attorney streams, you can go check that out on my YouTube page. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.